Hello Agents of Change, Jeremy Brady, your National Sales Manager for G Adventures. I'm super excited to share those cyber sale has been a smashing success. We've done amazing and you've done amazing. And we are super thrilled to announce that we have extended it, as you saw in our message earlier, until December 6th. So what I'm going to do in this short bit is kind of share some of the top itineraries that we've been selling. I also want to give another reminder out to our travel credit holders and LTD holders about the benefits right now. And then lastly, give some shout outs to some advisors that have been doing some amazing bookings during this cyber sale. So check it out and let's see where people want to retravel in 2021. Cheers. All right, so for this section here, we're going to jump into some of the top itineraries that we've been seeing over this cyber sale. So let's get right into it. So first up here, you have the Galapagos West and Central Islands aboard the Reina Silvia, our newest vessel. So like I've mentioned prior times, huge savings. But on this experience, you get to mingle with marine iguanas and flamingos in the Punta Cormorant. You get to hop on a Zodiac through mangroves to spot turtles and seabirds. You get to swim alongside sea turtles and sunfish while snorkeling. You see Sally Lightfoot crabs and iguanas on Bacchus Beach, and then you get to take a wildlife walk in North Seymour to spot sea lions and blue-footed boobies. So really great experience here. Huge savings like I mentioned before. Again, Costa Rica Quest Plus is on there, one of our staples. But this one, yeah, you get to soak in the thermal hot springs of Arenal Volcano, one of my favorites. You get to search for the elusive Quetzal bird in the cloud forest, really beautiful. And then you get to watch the sunset over the Pacific and learn about sugarcane and coffee production at a local plantation, which is one of our Planetara G for Good projects. So definitely check that out. The Inca Trail, of course, you can't do a sail without Peru and G Adventures. So Peru is one of our, staples, as we always say. So this one's just a quick little 7-day trip starting in Cusco, where you get to explore the ruins in the Sacred Valley, learn about the traditional ways of life, and visit local markets. And then, of course, you do the 4-day trek across the Inca Trail to see Machu Picchu at the end. So amazing experience, quick, easy sail right there with that one. Then we also have Egypt Upgraded Plus. So this one you get to visit some of the most revered wonders of the ancient world with a certified Egyptologist. You get to marvel at the pyramids of Giza and the temples of Abu Simbel. You get to savor a traditional Nubian dinner in a local village. And then, of course, get to work on your bargaining skills with some of the locals in the bazaars and markets, which is always fun. Highlights of Madagascar Plus. This is one of those, if we want to say, a surprise destination that we saw. This one popped up and is in the top 5 during this cyber sale, so really unique. But on this experience, you get to search for lemurs, unique wildlife. You get to learn about the native flora and fauna in world-famous national parks. You get to visit local artisan workshops, lounge on beautiful beaches, and then savor a local dinner in a rural village. So really a surprising one, but unique. Amazon Riverboat Adventure in Depth. This is aboard the Amatista, so you get to visit some of the largest national park in Peru. You get to dine on fresh food from the jungle. One of the big highlights is spotting pink dolphins in the Amazon River and interacting with the local community. So you really go behind the scenes, see these local communities, and you also get to learn about the intricacies of Amazon wildlife. Next, you have the highlights of Jordan Plus. Another great experience. I always love Jordan, one of my favorite destinations. You explore ancient cities and crusader castles. Jerash, those ruins are beautiful, magnificent. You get to relax in the Dead Sea, float if you want to do the floating test. Camp overnight in the desert, so that's in Wadi Rum. And then, of course, you get to visit the rock-cut city of Petra, which is the big prize. Sailing has been seeing a lot of pickup too, sailing Croatia specifically. These max out at 8 people, so I do want to note like a lot of groups and book your bubbles are happening with this one. So think like extended family and couples that want to travel together. But this itinerary is very loose. You get to explore secluded islands and deserted beaches. You get to find the birthplace of Marco Polo. You get to wander the forested paradise of Midget National Park. You get to connect with history at Diocletian's Palace in Split. And then, of course, enjoy the nightlife, meeting some new friends along the way. Burgundy River Cruise Adventure Plus. So this is another one that we're trying to do with the adventure travel on water. So cruise up the canals of the Burgundy aboard the Daniela. So this ship was built and purposed for G Adventures travelers. You get to sip on local wines and sample regional dishes. You get to cycle through villages and vineyards. And there's an onboard jacuzzi that you can chill in with a glass of wine while watching this, while the scenery glides by. So absolutely. Morocco, no surprise that this is up here, but the Morocco Casbahs and Desert Plus, one of our top sellers, top 3 even pre-COVID. But with this itinerary, you get to wander the winding streets of ancient Medinas. You get to explore the natural gorges and Roman ruins, ride a camel to the sand dunes, which is very popular, barter in exotic souks, and then enjoy delicious Moroccan fare. And then just to kind of wrap it up too, this is just one that popped up as well, that is Everest Base Camp Trek. So we're seeing a lot of folks take advantage of the active adventure side, the hard adventure aspect. So they're doing those, Inca Trails and Everest Base Camp and Mount Kilimanjaro. But even with this one, you get to trek up to Everest Base Camp, and along the way, there's a lot of high passes and glaciers, lots of panoramic views and scenery. You get to, visit the local Sherpa villages, connect with the locals at the tea house stays. It's a really life-changing experience. I personally love this trip, and it is quite an award, an achievement when you reach base camp. So that kind of rounds up this list here, so I really hope you enjoyed those. So next up, I just want to share a little reminder to our travel credit holders. So this is, again, the absolute best time to be booking because of our flexible cancel and rebook policies that we're offering. We're doing that price protection and guarantee as well. So more details on that, just click the link below. Our LTD holders, or lifetime deposit holders, are going to be getting a message here. So advisors that have those, because we want to encourage you, this is a great time to capitalize on this, especially with the savings. I know we will have G-Normus. It is coming back, but I do think right now is going to be the absolute best savings that you're going to find in G Adventures. So please, please, please try and start those conversations. And if you can get them to rebook, you could always cancel and rebook up to 30 days prior. So definitely take advantage of that. And yeah, that's good on that bit. So to close this out, I wanted to give a shout out to some of our top sellers here and ones that have been doing some amazing work this past week. So yeah, let's just kind of go through this. So we had Brianna O'Donnell with Expedia Cruises out of Sarasota. She booked a new Egypt, Mount Blanc, and Vietnam trip. So 3 new trips. Amazing work. Thank you, Brianna. We had Amy Quinn from the Travel Society out of Colorado. Love those guys. Booked a Walk the Camino de Santiago. So amazing work there. We had our good friend Daniela Harrison with Avenues of the World Travel out of Flagstaff. She booked actually she was able to convert her travel credits for her Jordan and Israel combo trip and her Annapurna circuit trip. So outstanding job. Thank you for the continued support, Daniela. Another huge advocate who's been a loud voice for us and supporting us even on our social platforms is Carly Haywood. So thank you, Carly. Appreciate that. She's a Flight of the Educator out of Georgia, and she secured 2 new Antarctica bookings. So wow, great job. Keep up the great work. Representing Cruises and Tours Unlimited, we had Meredith Peter out of New Jersey. And then we also, I believe, Kelly Fry, also with Cruises and Tours Unlimited. They both booked the Sailing Croatia program. So outstanding job. Thank you. My old friend Gang Yang out of the Arlington, DC area, Polar Dream Travel. He booked 2 new clients for Reina Sylvia, so outstanding job there. Kathy King from Gifted Travel Network, great organization, by the way. She booked an absolute Turkey, so awesome job there. Turkey is actually the first destination I traveled with G, so very close to my heart. Love it when I see Turkey popping up. An old friend of ours who has always given us support over the years, Paul Dada from Exquisite Travel Group out of California, booked a land Galapagos upgraded. So thank you, Paul. Appreciate the love. And then we also have a few Next-Gen advisors I was working with the other day. I do want to give a shout out to. So Sue Pickin, who's always been a huge fan for us. She's out of Georgia. She was able to convert her travel credits for her Alaska trip. And then we have Stephanie Homan out of Wisconsin, who booked her first G trip. So awesome job, Stephanie. I know this was exciting for you, and the Costa Rica Quest is a great first experience to book with G Adventures. So your clients are going to love it. There's many more on this list, but I just wanted to give a shout to a few and then share my appreciation and our appreciation. We love everything that you're doing. This has been the most exciting time. We're actually seeing an uptick, and it's starting to feel like pre-COVID days. So keep on trekking through. Keep the faith. Travel will happen, and we will get back out there to changing more lives. So let's keep going. Cheers.